Hey friends, welcome to this month's Global Stampin' Video Hop. My name is Sophia and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Edmonton, Canada. And this month our theme is Ideas for Happy Mail. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use my paper pumpkin stamp set that I got this month. And we're going to make a little card with a treat in it, and we're going to use the trick or treat, the ghost, and the bats. So if you have this, you can follow along, or you can just use whatever stamp set that you have. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. We're gonna be using a black card base today. So this is just half of a letter-sized piece of paper. What I've done is I've scored it at 2 1/8 and 2 1/8 right here. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and make those folds. So it's gonna be like a fold open card with a treat inside. That is what my idea was. So go ahead and fold your card base, and then it's gonna look like this. So the middle of the card is still 4 1/4, but yeah, it's just folded differently. Okay, so let's do that. The next thing we're gonna do is get 2 strips of paper, designer series paper. I just wanna make sure I get that down there. Flip it over and do the same thing, just so that it's flat, okay? Then you're gonna get some strips of designer series paper. I'm using this Halloween paper that I got last year. These are just the scraps. So this should measure 2 inches on the top here, and going down lengthwise, we're sitting at just under 5 1/2. Okay, so just 1/8 less than that. And these are gonna get glued onto these panels. All right, so we can go ahead and do that. I am gonna use my crafter's tape. You can use whatever glue is easiest for you. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and put these on. It's best to line it up on the one side before pushing it down. I think that's okay. It's gonna work. And then I will grab my second one. That's not it. All right, here we go. So here is the second piece. I think I just cut the other one too short, and so I had to cut out a new one. Okay, so then go ahead and glue that one down in the same pattern that you have the first one. Like, you don't want the words to be upside down or anything like that. Just grab that and line it up. I'm gonna actually do mine upside down just so I can see my border. Okay, there, just like that. So this is gonna be our card base, and then it's gonna open up like this. So what we're gonna do next is do the decorations for the rest of the card. So I'm just gonna take this piece and leave it to the side. Yeah, and if you didn't catch those numbers for the measurements, I will write them underneath in the description of the video. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is some die cutting. So I never really used my oval shapes, and I thought that this would be a good card to do that with. So we're just gonna go ahead and die cut both of these pieces. And I'm just gonna do that off camera, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so here we are with our die cut pieces. I have 2 ovals here. So one is just gonna be a layering piece, which is this one. And on this one, we're just gonna decorate it a little bit. So the color I'm gonna be using is Parakeet Party, and that is one of our in colors of 2022 till 2024. It's a nice bright green, so I thought it might make this card pop with the black and white that we have going on here. Sorry, so I'm just gonna bring a scrap piece of paper here, and we're just going to kind of want it everywhere, but more so at the top. Just gonna get that on there. Okay, so there you have it. I'm pretty happy with this. I don't know if you can see the bright green, but that is gonna look like that. I really wanted a bright, like a neon yellow, but I don't really have anything that's that color, so I decided to go with this Parakeet Party. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is stamp some bats on there, and for that I'm just gonna use my Memento. This is a really cute stamp set, you guys. I know a lot of people don't stamp Halloween cards, but even if you're not going to use them, it's just fun to give it to a kid or something. So just one set of bats just in the corner there. And set that off to the side. And now what I'm going to do is our ghost. So we're just going to put that over there. I'm going to grab the ghost stamp, and I just need some white cardstock. Perfect. And with the ghost, I am going to stamp him in black. So just ink up your ghost. And put him down. Perfect. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my Stampin' Blend marker. Now these are alcohol blends, and so they're not going to blend with the black ink that's here. This is Memento, and you use this for when you're using alcohol markers for coloring. So I'm gonna take my brush side, and I am going to just outline the ghost here. So kind of just on the inside, we're gonna go over him with some purple, just like this. And you know what? I even kind of want it to go a little bit on the outside because it's a ghost, so he's not necessarily perfect, right? All right, so now, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go over the cheeks too, because that'll just look cute. All right, so there's your ghost, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and fussy cut this out. All right, so there we have it. There's the ghost. And now I'm just gonna grab this, and our ghost is gonna go on just over here like that. And then I'm gonna have a greeting that says trick or treat right over there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start putting this together. And actually, before I stick that on, I'm going to use my Stampin' Right marker just to get a little bit of splatter on there. Okay, just like that. And then it's gonna go there. Actually, I think I need a little bit more. There. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and start layering this piece onto here. So for that I'm gonna use my liquid glue just because it's a single layer. And we're just gonna layer this, make sure it's centered properly, and then just glue it down. Okay, the little ghost is gonna go on Dimensionals. But I'm just gonna do my little greeting first, actually. And I think I'll do the greeting in Fresh Fresia. So just go ahead and grab some, I'm trying to think, do I want to do it on black or white? I think I'm just gonna stick with white to keep it simple. Grab your Trick or Treat. And stamp it. Perfect. Yeah, I like that. And we'll just go ahead and cut this out. Okay, perfect. And then we're gonna go ahead and put this on. So grabbing some Dimensionals, and looks like I'm almost at the end here. So I'm just gonna turn my border into some extra Dimensionals. And you shouldn't need more than about 3. So place him wherever you want. I'm gonna kind of put him off to the side, like making sure it's straight as well. And then my Trick or Treat is gonna just go right here. So this part is gonna need Dimensionals, so we'll grab a few more. Actually, yeah, I'll just put liquid glue on the other side here. And then remove my backings. And this is just going to come on right right there. Okay, so now this is gonna get centered and get put on my card. But before I do that, I'm actually gonna put some ribbon on here so that I can tie it at the end. So for the ribbon, what you're gonna do is grab your tear and tape, and we're just gonna put a strip of that on the back of the card. And I want it to be pretty much right in the middle. So I'm just gonna go like this. Oops, sorry. And there. And there. So it's just gonna come this way. And you want to center it so that you can tie it over here at the end. And so make sure you leave yourself enough space to tie them. And then just flip it over. Remove your tape, or the backing of the tape. Sorry, I cut my nails and okay. So just put it directly like that. And on the front, we're gonna use just a little bit of crafter's tape here and put it down just so it can adhere to something on this side just a little bit, but we don't want it to be on this side so that you can still open this. All right, so there's that. This is gonna go halfway on, so we're just gonna grab some more dimensionals for that. And we only need to put it on half of this side. So let's grab those. And sorry, what side is it? Yep, this one. Okay, so just remove them and stick this on. So this is going to go right in the center. Make sure you have it exactly where you want it before you push it down. And just remember, there's no glue on this side, so it's not going to affect this sticking to this in any way. Okay. So there, that's the outside of the card, and once they open it, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have an inside panel, and we're gonna have just a little bit of a handmade treat holder here. So I'm just gonna put glue on this side and this side, and we're gonna stick this near the bottom. Okay, make sure it's equal on each side before pushing it down. And then I wanted to leave it open at the bottom because what I'm gonna do is take a little tea bag and stick it inside. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it goes through a little bit because the inside panel is a little bit smaller than the card. So there's one more stamp we have to do, and that one is enjoy the spooky treat. So we are just gonna go ahead and stamp that now. And because I did the outside in purple, or you know what, I think what would be fun is if we took the rest of the color on this, kind of put it on the card to give it that same green glow. And then you're gonna take your purple stamp up enjoy the spooky treat right in the center like that, and that's it. And then this part is going to get glued into the inside of the card. So we're just going to go ahead, use your crafter's tape. I'm running out from the looks of it, and this is going to be your inside panel. Okay, don't be in a big rush to put it down like I am. Okay, that's just gonna go down like that. And then you just stick your tea bag in like this. So when you're done, you tie this up, and it doesn't have to be in a bow. You can just do like a little knot if you were wanting to. I think I am gonna do a little bow, but you don't have to do this. Could just tie a knot. Okay, so that's the finished card. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it and subscribe to my channel. If you want to know what products I used or if you want to buy them, I will link them below. I believe if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you can still go in and buy this kit in the Stampin' Up! Store right now, and it's only $26, so that's really good. All right, well, thanks for watching and enjoy your weekend. Bye.